Hi guys, welcome to my channel, welcome to another video. Got a PS5 in today which has got a broken HDMI port, so let's get this thing open and see what's going on. Shouldn't take too long, but let's get this open. So you might find that to take the case off is a bit hard when you push it with your hand, it might hurt your hand. So just get something, the flat, just give it a little tap and that's it, that pops off. Turn her around and you'll see what needs to be removed. So we need to remove this casing here, all the screws here. I'd recommend you make a little template just so you know where all these screws go back in. There are different sizes and so on, so I would highly recommend you do that. And I'll show you what I mean by a template in a minute. If you want, I'll do one for you. So let me just grab a pen and a piece of paper. So basically template something like this, just make some holes in a piece of paper, and wherever you want the screws to go in, you just make some holes going around. Dead easy. This way you will not forget where these screws come out from and what length they are, because they are different lengths. There's one here that I've just forgotten there, so I just put that one there. Again, make a hole. So we'll take them out. There's one screw there, but that's for underneath. And very carefully, let's just pop the top. In fact, what we'll do is take the fan out first. Just take this little cover off. If you find it sticks to, put a bit of alcohol underneath and it will come off easier. And that won't come off my fingers, so I'll leave that to one side. Just going to get a plastic tweezer just to pop this off. Okay, just carefully pop it off. There we go. Actually, it's very clean. We don't need to do no cleaning on this machine, and that's a first. So let's move the fan and everything out of the way. Only the bits. I'll put everything in one place so nothing can get lost. I'll put that in here as well. Put that to one side. Okay, this also needs to come off. You can just literally pull the wire a little bit and prise out one of the sides so you don't put too much pressure on the wires. And there's actually a little hook you can just hook into just underneath there. You can see, you can just pop it off. Okay, well, this should just the screw that I've forgotten. Aha. Is there? No. So why is it not coming out? What's going on here? Ah! Yes, so you've noticed it. And so have I. So the warranty tab has a screw underneath. Sorry for the slow motion, I was miles away. So don't need that anymore. And this can go in our template. Now that can also go in the tray. You can do the same thing with the other screws that will be revealed underneath. So again, I'm putting that on one side. These screws are all the same size. So what you can do now is I'd recommend you take a picture of the screws if you want to. Push the flex door down. Okay, and just take that off slowly. Get rid of that. So now we can remove the CD drive. Okay, again that goes in the tray. Now we've got quite a few screws here, so we need to remove those. Pop off the coax cables, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, etc. And we can slowly push these through. We can use that tape again. Some of it might rip off, but it doesn't matter, it's only tape. There is one screw here that is a different colour, so remember that one. Alright, so now be careful not to tilt the board too much, otherwise the liquid metal will can kind of splash into areas, and we don't want that. So slowly take the board out. I'm just going to turn it over. Okay, and as you can see there's always already a bit of liquid that's just gone into that little bit there. I can't see anything anywhere else, so I think we're kind of okay, and you can see that it's there. We can move that around a bit later on, and we'll make sure that it does spread properly. So now the first thing to do is, you can see the port, that it's completely hammered. Move this out the way. Right, so you can see the actual damage that's gone on there. It's completely battered. So what we need to do now, right? So I had a bit of a problem with my clamp for my mobile phone. It got damaged. Well, it just fell off, so I just sorted it all out. But what we're going to do now is I'm going to just cover these bits up here. I don't want the hot air to blow these parts away. That thing will fly off, and if we don't put it back on afterwards, it doesn't really matter, to be fair, but we'll try and not damage that either. Just going to get a little bit of aluminium tape. Okay, and also on the other side, careful of the processor. Okay, we don't want to lose those bits there either. So let's cut some more tape, just a little bit, won't need too much here. Okay. A bit too much there, let's just cut a bit more off. Let's get rid of this just there. Okay, so now what we're going to do, I'm going to put some low melt solder in that hole, or the holes, and that will allow us to hot air the port off a lot easier. So I need some low melt solder and some flux. Let's put some flux on there first of all, while the soldering iron's doing its stuff. Could actually get some hot air in at the same time. So getting up to power. So with hot air and the solder, it will break down the solder and it will just suck it into the hole. So whatever's in that hole will be a lot. Side as well. Got plenty of solder on my soldering iron. I won't need to. Okay, so that should be nice and blended now. Going to do the other side. Better finish. Okay, now I've got my soldering iron, which is way too big for this job, but we should be okay. Let's just put a little bit on here. Let's go all the way across. Done. That's great. Put my hot air station on now at 480 this time. I'm not going to put 480 more than enough. I'm not going to. Okay, now this is going to be a bit of a tricky one. and go around twice, maybe even 3 times, because you might get one that's a bit loose. Okay, so far so good. Rock hard. Okay, so but we want to get it right inside the hole and probably come out the other end as well, so get a nice clean this light's not the best. I need to get another light. In fact, I'm going to order one today, like a gooseneck, 2 bright LEDs on there so you can move around. This is just a light from the top. Isn't the best of lights, to be fair, but it does the job for now. But not for YouTubing. You need a proper light so you can see, people can see what I'm doing. I need to cover that area up again. I don't want to risk losing any of those components, so I'm just going to get another bit of tape. Take that up, just put it there. I'm going to change the actual nozzle hot air, literally hot swap. Doing hot air and solder. Careful with this, don't use wires anyway, do we? So move that across a little bit. Alright, can you see how it's just gone in? Perfect. And this one. Perfect. Other side. Whoops. You can't see that, can you? Okay. There you go. The hole is just swallowing up that solder. Perfect. Other side. Jackpot. That's it. So hopefully now this port is job done. We have lost that tape. Lose any of those components. That could have quite easily happened. Oh, it's too hot to the alcohol to even. It just evaporates straight away, as you can see. I think the cloth sometimes cleans up better than the cotton buds. So let's just put a bit of flux around there, just to give it that extra strength, that's all. People do move these things around, especially kids always going to their mates' houses and that sort of stuff, or going to one room to another. that can also damage it pretty easily. Okay, do the other one as well. Make sure it's solid. Let's do the other side as well. Where are we? Can't see you. There you are. Okay, I had to nip out for a few minutes, but sorry about that. But what we're going to do now is put the board back into the chassis. Now the liquid metal, actually, it's moved around a little bit just here. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to move it around a tad, just with my spudger tool. Just make sure it's kind of, you can see what's going on here. You can just move it around a little bit. Make sure it's all even. Sometimes I've gone to the side there a little bit. I could get a syringe and suck it up and then move it over. I think we'll be okay. Just going to get a cloth. Get rid of it. It's nasty stuff. It doesn't actually come off at all, does it? It's horrible. It really is. Okay, I might just get another tool actually. Anyway, that is now done. So before I actually put everything back in, I'm just going to put the board into the chassis, and then we're going to connect the fan and then switch it on. So let's power up the device. Actually, would it be good if I put this flex in, wouldn't it? Might need to use that at some point. It's the power button flex. Okay, fan spinning. We have light. Do we have anything on my screen? Let's have a quick look. There you go. Now that is absolutely perfect now. So as you can see, all connected and working. It's repairing the software which has been damaged. So now what we need to do is put it all back together. White lights on, all good. It's doing something. Saying no signal at the moment. Okay, which we know about anyway, so that's fine, that's all great. And it's now job done. That's how you do a PS5 HDMI port. you're welcome to continue watching the rest of the video while I put it all back together. Right, so what's happened here, the actual coax has ripped off just there, so it needs a little bit of soldering, which I'll do while it's in place. I won't need to do that with my microscope. So these things do happen. Now, I didn't use my spudger tool, if you noticed, and that's what's probably caused the issue. So I'm going to put a little bit of flux on there first of all, a little bit of solder, and my iron decides to come on. I'll do this off camera because I can't bother to set up. I could do it actually. I'll do it on camera. Yeah, I'll just hit the record button on my microscope. It's firing up now. Well, you can see what's happened there. It's a pretty bad job what I've just done there, but anyway, not the end of the world. We can easily fix this problem. These are the issues you're going to face. That's why I say to people, watch the whole video. But sometimes I skip it and then, you know, you comment, oh, you didn't do this bit, you did that bit. Well, no, it ain't my fault. You didn't watch the whole video. Okay, so I'm just going to get hold of the because it's just too much solder there. Let's just get rid of that solder. That's why it's not sitting level. Okay, and do the other side as well. There you go, job done. Clean up. Job's a good one. Thank you for watching. The rest of the video is easy. You know what needs to be done.